Hello, everyone. Welcome to the finale now of the UXMAXX Hackathon. I don't know how many of you guys know me, but I'm Giles. I'm from Encode. I've been running this alongside the team at Particle and all the great partners that we've had as well. So it's great to see you guys all here. Congratulations if you're finalists, and thank you for turning up, even if you just want to see who has won and things like this. Before we start, just a couple of housekeeping kind of things. Make sure you're muted at the moment. I think you guys actually don't have the option to unmute yourself right now until I invite you up to be a panelist. Yeah, let's get some reactions in the chat. Let us know where you're joining from and all this kind of things. If you are a finalist, well, hopefully you guys should already know. Congratulations. And then a couple things for you is if you're joining on Brave, the browser, please switch over to Chrome now. There are some screen sharing issues with Zoom, with Brave. I don't know if it's because Brave is just super security focused or it's a bug, but it doesn't work. So if you can switch over to Chrome, that would be great. You can literally just leave and rejoin again. So how the next hour or so is going to work. Little bit of an overview of the hackathon, how it's all landed, these kind of things, and then we will get into the pitches. We got 13 finalists. I think you guys have got about 3 minutes each. I'm going to be strict on this because we've got 13 people to get through, which is quite a lot. So if you start heading over to like 4 minutes, I'm probably just going to cut you off, to be honest. So make sure you are under 3 minutes. And you guys should all know the order. It has gone out via email. I think I'm going to have the order here. There we go. The order's now on screen. Hopefully you guys can see all that. Can you just chuck a thumbs up in chat if you can see the screen and you can see the finalists? That would be great. Okay, cool, nice. Yeah, so this is the order that you guys are going to be pitching in. After that, Ethan, I'm sure, will share a couple of thoughts about how the hackathon has gone from Particle's point of view. And yeah, make sure you guys have your presentation ready as well. Open on, I don't know, the next slide or whatever. So that when I come to invite you up to be a panelist, it's all smooth and you can quickly flick through them all. Unmute yourself, quickly share your screen, and then we can get going. I think there's a couple of finalists who had some issues in the practice session with screen sharing, so they've sent me over their pre-recorded videos, which is great. I think that's Axis and Barang. I'll be playing those, and I can drop a link in the chat if people want to watch them themselves as well. Okay, cool. Right. Let's get on a bit of an overview of this hackathon. So how did the hackathon get on? Well, we had about just under 800 people registered in the end, 171 projects created out of that, and then over 77 final submissions, 56 countries, a bunch of live workshops, 9 live workshops from different partners in the end, and 5 different challenges to go through there. That's just more of the same, more of everything I've just covered, basically. And then we got 13 people pitching today. So we got a lot of people, Nigeria, India, UK as well. Very widespread. I don't know where you guys are from today. Let us know in the comments and in the chat where you guys are calling from. I'd be interested to know where the finalists have come from. And then the partners, we had a whole variety of different partners. Obviously, we had Particle leading this and the 7702 Collective, and then Arbitrum joining as the only gold sponsor leading their track. And then we had some guest sponsors, guest partners who gave a workshop, and they had some little mini subtractors there as well, which you guys are going to be finding out who has won that today. So we've got about $7,000 of prizes to be awarded today. Some of the prizes has been tweaked a little bit depending, which is stated prior in the on the platform. Sponsors reserve the right to tweak these depending on the quality and amount of submissions that we received. A couple of them have been tweaked, but we will get onto all of that now. Okay, let's go ahead and start some of these pitches. If you guys haven't already, I think some of you guys have already, just drop in the chat, hey, my name is blah, blah, blah. I'm from this project, so that I can find you and I can quickly tick you off. I know who is currently here. Okay, great. Let's start with Float, which is Winsison. I don't know if that's how I pronounce your name, but I see you raising your hand. Awesome. Thank you. I've just invited you up to be a panelist, so if you accept that, nice. And then unmute yourself, and then we can get going. Hello, hello. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Good, good.
All right, I'll be showing my entire screen.
Yep, I can see that. Nice. Perfect.
The social money
Oh, I think
app
you've got a chicken in the background.
where your money can leave across chains, but using it feels like one account. It's live on Arbitrum 1 today. Crypto still makes people think about infrastructure before the intent. The money is scattered
Do
across
you want to
networks.
unmute? Can you unmute yourself? Are you talking? Because I can just hear a chicken in the background at the moment.
Okay, I'm
Just
playing a pre-recorded video.
okay, cool. And then I think you might be able to just mute yourself because then we won't get the cockerel in the background.
But would this still hear the sound from?
Okay, great. Now play. Click play. Click play now. Let's see if it works.
This is Flow, the social money app.
Okay, if you mute yourself and then go back to your video and just click play, and then we'll see if that works. Right, well, this is a great start. Okay, right, we're going to move on to the next one, and we'll come back to you hopefully when you've had a figured out all the technicalities. Okay. Okay, Mohammed, you are up next. Let's go. Hopefully you don't have a chicken in the background for this one. The joys of live pitching. Okay.
Yes,
Hello.
I'm back. Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
All right, yeah. No, I don't have a chicken in the background, but yeah, I'll share my screen. It should be visible.
Yes, that's all good. That's all good. Let's go for it.
Oh, okay, great. Hey everyone, this is Mudassir and I'm building Zelt. So think about the last time you use a VPN. Most VPN wants an account, your credit card details, and want you to buy a monthly subscription, even if you want to use it for just 10 minutes or 5 minutes at an airport or a cafe or some emergency. So we thought, why can't you just pay for the time you use? So that's actually, comes Zelt, which is you pay for the time you want. So pay per use, and you need to enter your email, and you start to get the VPN. This sounds so simple, but here's a problem, which is I called a problem behind the problem in crypto. So imagine before connecting, we asked you to buy ETH, choose your network, bridge USDC, and also figure out about the gas fees. And for micro payments like these, I don't think anybody is going to use them. So we want these micro payments feel so seamless and so simple that even a normal person can use it. So that's what is Zelt. And first of all, thank you so much for Magic, which is doing all its magic in the background, which is creating the wallet and seamless onboarding. And of course, universal accounts and EIP 7702, which balances the cross chain and of course the gas handler for the user. I'll quickly jump to the demo. Let's see. So I'll just quickly log in to my account, and it gives me a OTP. So this is happening through Magic. It's 75012. All right. So I just enter an email. I got the OTP and I'm in. So there's no seed phrase, network selection, or I don't need to worry about anything. And I also here, if you see in the wallet section, you'll see a USDC on Arbitrum, but I also have some USDC on other chains. So this is basically how cross-chain and how UA supports us, because Particle is doing everything in the backend. I don't need to worry about what chain my USDC in. I don't need to worry about gas fees. I don't need to worry about anything. I just going to buy for a minute and that's it. So for example, I just want to use the VPN for 1 minute, and I'll click connect. And in the backend, the server basically responds with a 402 payment required. And under the hood, Particle and Zelt is handling all these things, all the abstraction. And here we are connected. And if I show you one more thing I got here, I'm also getting a receipt which says all the details, how much I have paid, and the assigned IP session when it will end, and all the transaction detail Arbitrum scan Explorer link. So I can see all the details here, and I'm connected to an IP. And I can also renew it whenever I want. And this is how seamless and how easy Zelt is to use for any person. And interesting part is the same idea works for anything where you want to do pay-per-use payment, whether that's an API, AI agent, cloud compute, or any service. So we believe complicated stuff should happen in the background. That's what we're building with Zelt. So this is pay-per-use VPN, and this is what we're building. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you very much. That was a great and nice and smooth pitch there, and chicken free. So that's a win. Okay, awesome. Let's move on to Aswin, who is from Project Catchall. Aswin, do you want to just raise your hand? I can find you really quickly. Nice. There you go. Great. Cool.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Great, Gils. I'll just share my screen. Let me know if you guys can see my screen.
Perfect. I can see it yep, I can see it now. Nice.
One sec. Yeah. Is the screen visible right now?
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, that's good then. Hi, all. This is Ashwin from Catchall. The product I'm building is called Catchall. It's an address that can't be paid wrong. Anything on any chain goes in. What you get out is USDC on Arbitrum, comes out every time, every single time. The problem which I'm addressing is the fact that people lose money choosing from a drop-down. The same address is valid on every chain, so picking the wrong network doesn't look like a mistake. It looks like a successful send. You then find out when the money doesn't arrive, and by then the money is gone. The industry's answer to this problem is just a warning label. A label puts a burden on the person least equipped to carry it out. So our solution, we have removed the drop-down. There is no network to choose, which means there is no network to get wrong. The recipient's link accepts anything and always resolves to one asset on one chain. Nobody needs a wallet. Whoever pays signs in with an email, and their account is created in the moment they need it. And nothing is held in between. No escrows, no relayer, and no custody. Here it's how it works in action. There are 4 moving parts here, and the user sees none of them. It's abstracted from them. Magic turns an email into an embedded wallet. EIP's 7702 upgrades the wallet in place. Same address, no migration needed. Universal accounts gives it one balance across every chain, with gas paid from whatever is already held in the account. Arbitrum is where it all settles. 2 link types, one receive link and a paid link. Share one payment engine. Now here is the part you can check yourself in about 5 seconds. The wallet address Magic created and the universal account address are the same address. In the smart account mode, these 2 differ. A new account gets deployed. They are identical here because EVOA becomes the universal account. That equality is the proof 7702 is live. Here's what I built. This is a working product with landing page, a home with a link and a balance, the receive link, the paid link, and some diagrams page that verifies every step of the pipeline and stage. There is no database, no escrow contract, no custody. Link stays live in the URL. That constraint is exactly why it is buildable. Now coming to the engineering aspects. The payment was audited before it touched the mainnet against the SDK's own definition rather than its documentation. And here's my favorite part. Chain ID 0 is falsy but not nullish. So a nullish coalescing default was silently breaking authorization signing. The rest was on the slide. Now here is the part which you verified. Both halves of a cross-chain payment are verified on mainnet. 3 years USDC which I sent was delivered on base when only 70% of it existed previously there. The shortfall was sourced from Arbitrum from a single signature, landing on 2 chains. And separately, a real payment to another person on Arbitrum, one from USDC, from a wallet and email address is created few minutes earlier. Real value, real chain, checkable right now. So the whole product is live and deployed with email login, 7702 upgrade, cross-chain sourcing, payment settling on the Arbitrum with both link types. What I plan to do next is kind of build server-side gating for paid content and payment history. So one link, any chain in, always the same thing out. If I have a few more minutes, I will just show the page which is there pretty much. So this is a sample of the whole page where you can kind of like look into that. The link which you can share to your participants who want to transfer the cash in, and you can just share the link to them so that they can pay it to you. That's how it is pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all.
Nice. Thank you very much. Nice and within time as well. Okay. Who we got up next? We got Pact, which is maybe, do you want to raise your hand if you know it's you next, and then I can invite you up. Team Pact, though. Who is that? Where can I'll find you? There you go. All right, Daniel, I'm inviting you up. Oh, I think you've just left the entire call. Brilliant. Okay, right, we'll move on to the next one then. Rally, which is Salish. Cool, let's go. Hello, how you doing? Do you want to unmute yourself and then we can get rolling?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes, nice.
Cool. Can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Nice. All right.
Cool.
Let me just...
Yeah, just click exit on that. You can click the X thing, it won't do anything.
Right here.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice, cool.
Hey, everyone. I'm here to present Rally. 3 words to describe it would be group money on chain. It lets people permissionlessly spin up group pots. Now, the main problem that Rally seeks to solve is to let people manage group pots easily without having to go through the friction and hassle of setting up a crypto wallet or handling private keys. PayPal shut down money pools in 2021, never replaced. Traditional savings circles still depend on a trusted organizer. Now, Rally has 2 types of pools. One is called goals and the other is called circles. Goals basically lets people create an all or nothing pot to meet a shared financial goal. Circles are a way to bring saving circles on chain and taking the hassle out of bookkeeping. Now, it's really easy for a user to get into Rally just because they can enter their email and it will spin up an embedded wallet for them. Now let's see how it works under the hood. So every time a user logs in with their email, Magic spins up an embedded wallet and activates the EIP 7702 authorization to enable gasless transactions. Zero Dev enables those gasless transactions to happen. Now, Circle CCTP allows for cross-chain deposits into the pool, currently supports Optimism and Base besides Arbitrum. Rally is an entire application, has its contracts deployed on Arbitrum testnet, one for goals and the other for circles. What actually happens if a goal or circle is not met within the deadline set by the creator? All the funds go back to sender. So it really removes the trust part out of the equation. The future plans for Rally include going to mainnet. After going to mainnet, it would be integrating fiat on-ramp using Coinbase or MoonPay and letting people bring their own wallet so that crypto native people can jump in right away. And lastly, adding email wallet management for people who sign in with their email. If I have some time, I want to go into the actual page. I have a sample goal set up. And hey, guys, do I have like enough time, like a minute or two to demo?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. We had a couple of people who had technical issues, so yeah, go for it.
Cool. So I can put in my email and I can select the chain as base. It's going to invoke Circle CCTP for the deposit. The first time I sign in, it asks for an authorization. Let me check my email inbox. I think there it is. I think it sent another email with a one-time passcode. As soon as we log in, it spins up the email wallet and deposits one USDC from base Sepolia testnet, and it goes into the savings pool. This is all on testnet, but ideally when we're on mainnet, people will be on-ramping with a third-party provider that lets people deposit USDC. But as you can see now, the funds just got deposited and the pool just got upgraded. So really, the main inspiration behind building Rally was a user-friendly experience for people to let them permissionlessly spin up group pools. But yeah, that's it. Hope to go live on mainnet sometime soon.
Nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. That means success unit up next. Great name. Do you want to raise your... Wait, which one is success? Are you finisher? Is that your username? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Nice.
Can you see my screen?
I cannot see your screen now. Not yet.
Okay.
Now I can nearly see your screen. Now I can see your screen. Nice.
Okay. So, good day, everyone. I'm Success, and I'll be pitching Tap.
Awesome.
So, imagine I want to send you $20. Normally, that's pretty simple. But in crypto, before I can send you that $20, I have to ask a couple of questions like, do you have a wallet? Which wallet do you have? What network do you use? What's your address? Do you have gas? And suddenly, receiving money requires understanding an entire financial system. Crypto promised money that moves as easily as information, and somewhere along the way, I think we made the infrastructure the user's problem. We don't ask people to understand how the internet works before they send an email. So why should they understand blockchain before they can receive money? So we built Stap, and here is the demo. So the user opens the app, sees his balance, tap send, enters the amount, then the fund gets secured to that link and it's shareable. So you share the link to the recipient who receives it, signs it with Google, then taps to claim, and the money lands in the user's account. As simple as that. No wallets, no seed phrase, no network selection. And this is all USDC, all settled on Arbitrum mainnet. We didn't just build a prototype. Over 20 people have checked out our app and we've processed about 30 real transactions, mostly through personal outreach. But one particular transaction or one particular interaction changed how we thought about the product. We gave it to someone who had never owned a wallet or used blockchain. And when she received the money, she asked a couple of questions like, can I buy things with this? Can I send it to someone else? Can I send it to my bank? She never asked what it was. She had no idea it was crypto until we told her. And underneath all this, we have Magic, which handles identity. Particle gives us the universal account with EIP 7702. and Arbitrum handles settlement. And the user sees none of this. It's not exposed to the user basically. And the link is the only beginning. Today, Tap lets people send and receive funds. Next, we are taking the same account architecture into merchant payments and organizational payouts. And we've also been able to prove that the same account can pay an agent through the X402. Yeah. Our wages payouts. One organization paying 400 people can bring 400 users into our network. So we are not building another crypto wallet. We are building a payment layer where people, businesses, and software can move money without understanding the infrastructure underneath. And yes, we've spent years trying to make wallets easier to use for users, and we think the wallet shouldn't get easier. It should become invincible with one login, with one balance on every chain. That's Tap. And the best compliment this app can get isn't just it's not a cool crypto app. Rather, it's with is our crypto. And this is our QR code. You can scan to check out our app. And yeah, that's Tap. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, cool. That was success. Now we move on to Morva, which is James. Cool. Vadim, yeah, I see your little text in the chat. I can play that if you want. Yeah, sure. No worries. Wait, can you just remind me which project you're from? Just let me know in the chat who you're joining from. That'd be great. All right, James, I can see your screen. I can hear you. So all is good.
Okay. Hello, can you hear me?
Although it's incredibly laggy because I think I was scratching my face about 5 minutes ago.
How about now? Can you hear me?
We can kind of hear you, but it's really quiet.
Have you? I don't know, James. Have you switched over to your tab, your screen share, your presentation tab already? Because if so, we cannot see it.
Okay.
Your whole setup's moving at about 2 pixels every minute.
How about now?
Oh, there you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Nice. You click
How
on
about my
present.
screen? Can you see my screen?
Yep, we can see your screen. If you click the little X.
Okay. Okay, here.
Yeah, no, click the X on that so it gets rid of me. So you don't have to see me.
All right. How about now? Is everything set?
No. Yeah, there's a little X. Yeah, there you go. Wait on that box. No, down a bit. Down on the black box where my face is. I'll try and point to it, actually. Maybe it's like here.
I'm coming.
Yep, nearly there.
Here?
The X, your mouse is like a centimeter away from the X. Just click the X. Yes, no. Literally here.
I don't understand. I can't see like. How about now?
No. You see me? There's a yes. Click that. Yes. There we go.
Okay.
All right, go for it.
Can you see my screen?
Yep, go for it.
All right. Hello everyone. My name is James Victor. I work front-end engineer focused on building and shipping consumer products. I spent the past few years building consumer products around a problem I believe Web3 still hasn't solved yet, making blockchain technology feel simple enough for everyone to use. And one problem keeps standing out, which is crypto payments are still far more complicated for users and merchants than they should be. So we decided to build a simpler way, which is Mover. Mover is basically a headless SDK that lets any merchant accept crypto from a buyer holding funds on any chain, settle to the one token the merchant choose. this is a personal problem I face, right? As a developer, I get paid in crypto, Base, Arbitrum, Xtelia, different tokens, different chain on a particular wallet address. I tried paying for something on a particular Web3 e-commerce platform.
Hang
I
on,
had more
James,
than enough.
your screen's just not showing us. It's showing. It's no longer showing the presentation. It's showing me again. Can you go
How
back to the
about now?
presentation?
How about now?
No.
I don't know.
Yeah, no.
How about now?
No, not yet.
I don't know what's wrong. It might be. Well, I'm sharing my screen. Can you see my screen?
No, not yet. No. Where are you calling from?
Huh? I'm using Chrome.
Do you have good Wi-Fi?
Yeah, I have good Wi-Fi. If you can hear me, that means I don't know. The network is okay. I don't know.
Okay, well maybe just talk. Just talk. You got a minute left.
A minute left.
Yeah, talk.
All right. So the problem is, as a developer, I tried paying for something on a particular e-commerce platform. I had more than enough. None of it was on chain. I had to start bridging from one chain to another. At the end of the day, I had to abandon the whole process, which makes the merchant lose out. And it got both ways. Merchants who don't want to lose those buyers end up publishing a different address for every chain and recalling it by hand. So what we did was that so the problem is that the checkout is where it breaks. The merchants are already here. Nearly 4 in 10 US merchants accept crypto at checkout. The acceptance problem is solved. The paying problem isn't solved. And that is why we build Mover. Mover basically sits between the buyer and the merchant. The merchant said how they want to be paid. The buyer pays with whatever they hold, wherever the tokens live. Mover just does the rest. So how is it possible? It's possible by leveraging these three infrastructure, which is the particle network, the magic embedded wallet, and the Arbitrum one. With the particle network, we are using the EIP 7702 mode exclusively, not the ERC 4337 default, the one that gives the buyer a second address to hold their phone. We are using 7702, which upgrade their own EOA in place. Funds on multiple chain means one user robs per chain, one Merkle root, and one signature. Movement is atomic swap against LP inventory. For the Magic Embedded Wallet, 7702 needs a wallet that can produce authorized signature. So as of today, MetaMask and Ruby are not can't, but Magic can. And on board, it allows us to onboard with just an email that never leaves Magic iframe. For Arbitrum One, the default settlement for every merchant picks their own settlement token and chain from a verified list via a real setting page. Arbitrum is where a new merchant starts, where our storefront settle, and where mover registry lives. So for experience, before now, if you want to buy something for an e-commerce platform, you have to connect your wallet, choose a network, bridge funds, switch network, and approve. But with Mover, you just have to enter and pay. The particle network handles everything with the one balance. So it sends it to the merchant's preferred address. And for the user, you pay for whatever chain or token you are holding your funds. Currently, the particle network supports 8 chains. So from whichever of these you're holding your chains, you just have to pay without having to switch or bridge to any preferred chain of the merchant. So what we ship currently, we have our SDK live on 8 p.m. We've integrated it into a couple of e-commerce platforms, which they are working fine because Particle Network is only on mainnet. There's not have testnet. So currently we are on mainnet, and everything is, we have a documentation site where every technical claim linked to the exact line of code. Also, we have a sample which I would have liked to demo, but you said my screen is not sharing, whereby we have the Mover Plaza, and we have our contract live on Arbitrum mainnet, whereby we are having a transaction currently.
Okay, cool. Right, I think we'll call it at that because I've had enough of staring at myself holding my chin at about 3 miles an hour. Okay, right. Let's move on to the next one. This is Team Axis, who had technical issues last. So I have a pre-recorded video for them. Let's see if I can get this to work. I'll share my screen. Let's go for allow. Share. Okay, can you guys see this? Can you just drop in the chat if you can see that? Just give me a thumbs up. Nice. Okay, cool. Right, let's go. And give me a thumbs up if you. I'm about to play it. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear it as well.
Hello, I'm Henry Samafo, and I'm the founder of ASICS. So let me tell you a story. You heard DeFi can pay you while you sleep. You open an app, you install a wallet, you write down 12 words, and you buy some gas. Then a pop-up, please sign this. You do not know what you signed. You close the tab. That is the market. People want to earn. They do not want a wallet, and access is the other door. You set, you forget, and you earn. So they close the gap for 4 reasons. Now, seed phrases, MetaMask, approving wallet, gas, chains, and bridges before you even earn. Then you pick Aave, Uniswap, GMX alone. And one wrong click can take the deposit. The enemy is not crypto, signing is, and the jargon is also the enemy. So here, there is the other door. You log in with Google, you pick a vibe, and then go $10 if you want. You tap create. So you have two shots. That's a dashboard, and that's your building your agent page. So hands off is on, zero pop-up. AI can explain what you are earning, and the router picks the mix, not the AI. So after Google, you never sign a transaction again. And here, so here's why Particle should care. Same Google account, same address. We upgrade it in place with EIP 7702 type 4. You do not migrate, and Zero Dev gives you a smart routing address. You send USDC from Base, Optimism, or Ethereum. It lands on Arbitrum. You never bridge. And also a session key does the work with no gas for the user. And a policy pins the money to the owner. So even if our agent key gets leaked, it cannot send funds to an attacker, meaning access is also safe. So, and it's not a story on slides only. This is live. Access scans a Uniswap and GMX. Right now, if it would put $10 on AVE USDC at about 3.6%. That's one tap, no signing, gas is on us. So if you want the receipt after, you can slash proof that's the routing, show the same address, that's the type 4 upgrade, and the mined user OP. So what is live right now? We are live on mainnet. Next is also to harden access better, make her have better data, mobile app, and a small closed beta. Yes, and later on, add a fee on yield and more partners, and also one rule that has not changed. After Google, we never sign again. So that's closed up. Well, Particle makes the account invincible. Zero Dev makes deposit and gas invincible, and Magic makes the login invincible. So access is live on mainnet. You set, you forget, and you end. Once again, I'm Henry, and thank you.
Great. That was the least technical difficulties one we've had so far. Good job, Henry. And we've got another one from Pugar, which is another recorded one. So let me get this up. Screen share. Window.
Patungan, Arisan, splitting a bill with friends. But every crypto product ever built is single user. Barring is the shared one. One account, many people, real limits. Today a group pot means a group chat, a spreadsheet, and one person holding everyone's money. On-chain it is worse. You either share a seed phrase, or you do not share at all. Nobody has built the shared account. This is a real shared pot. One balance for $120 and in rupiah too, because that is the money people actually think in. 3 members, each with their own weekly limit. I am Booty, and I pay $30 by handle. Never an address. Settled on Arbitrum. No gas, no chain to pick, no seed phrase. Now watch the limit. Booty has $70 left. I drag to 85, and it refuses. That cap is an owner-signed EIP 7702 grant, verified on every spend. Cryptography, not a disabled button. Arisan, a rotating savings circle 500 years old. Everyone pays in, one member collects the pot. The order comes from a public seed, so anyone can prove nobody rigged it. Split settles the group up. Add what everyone paid, and it nets the debts down to the fewest transfers. Receive hands out a fresh one-time address every time, so the pot's income is not a public ledger. The part of the balance nobody is spending earns. One tap supplies it into Aave v3. And an agent gets a capped key of its own. It pays per request over X402 and can never drain the pot. Underneath, the account itself is EIP 7702. The organizer's Google login becomes a universal account in place. Same address, nothing deployed. And that one account holds the balance across every chain. And none of this is a mock-up. 7 things have actually settled on-chain. A shared spend, a cap enforced, an Aave supply, an agent payment, a private sweep. Every hash is clickable. Most teams here do not have one. All 5 partners, for real. Particle is the account. Magic is the login. Arbitrum is where it settles. Zero Dev caps it. OpenFort pays. So that is barring. One shared balance, real per person limits, private receives, no gas, no chains, no seed phrases. 7 things already settled on chain, and all 5 partners are real integrations. Barang, money, together. Thank you.
Great. Right. That's Barring. I was pronouncing it wrong the entire time. Barring, as they say. All right. Axon up next, which is Garvit. Garvit, do you want to raise your hand? Cool. I can see you. Well, let's get you up. And then who's up next? Lunas. I don't actually know if I haven't seen you in the chat yet. If you are in the chat, Lunas, which is Diva, can you just make yourself known? Awesome. Hello, Garvit. Yep, I can hear you.
Can you see my screen?
Yep, I can see your screen. Nice. Well done. Go on to present. And
this is the cross.
Yep, click that. Oh, God, so much quicker. Right, ready? Let's go.
So, hey, everyone, I'm Garvit. I'm presenting Axon, the execution layer for autonomous AI. So, the current problem is AI can think, but it still can't pay. So, every pay tool forces humans back into the loop. For example, there's an AI agent, and that requires a weather API. So you have to create an account to a third-party platform, sign up there. It requires an API key. It requires a wallet. You have to pay some money there, and then in turn requires a human approval. And this is not the workflow that you're looking for. We need some automation in here. So the vision is AI should execute like a software, and payment should be invisible. And we have Web3, we have crypto, and we can execute this. So AI can think, find tool, pay, execute, and continue the loop. So here's Axon, a marketplace and execution layer for autonomous AI. So it has 3 parts. First is discover. So AI can browse a marketplace of pay-per-use APIs that AI agents can instantly discover and use through MCP. And it is available to all the agents like Cursor, Claude, GPT, and all. Second is pay. So automatically settle every request, every API request through X402 protocol using USDC with no API keys or wallet approvals required. And third is the execution layer, where the APIs will send the response and the AI agent will receive the response and the proof of payment while the agent continues the workflow without any human intervention required. So here's what the flow looks like. So there's one request where everything happens automatically. For example, Claude will call the Exxon MCP. It will browse the APIs that are required to call, It will initialize an X402 payment. We have OpenFort that will sign it. So every agent has an own OpenFort wallet, and then it settles on Arbitrum, and then the API executes, and we got the result and transaction hash, and AI can continue this loop. So no API keys, no wallet pop-ups, no manual approvals required. So today's AI can think, can plan, can generate, but it stops at payments. But with Axon, it can discover tools, it pays autonomously, it can execute services, and it can execute whole complete workflows. So we are moving from AI assistants to autonomous AI agents. I would like to thank the sponsor technologies, which is Particle, which has like social login with embedded wallets, universal accounts for the unified balances, and secure identity for AI agents. Then I've integrated OpenFort for dedicated execution wallet per agent, autonomous server with site signing, and we have gas sponsorship with spending policies. Thirdly, we have Arbitrum, which has USDC settlement for every API call, on-chain payment verification, fast low-cost machine payments. We have a marketplace where a developer can publish their APIs which AI agents can use. So you have to publish once and get paid every time an agent calls your API. So here's what the flow looks like. A publisher can publish their API, list the API, it can set the price per call, and it gets paid. And the agent can discover the APIs, pays automatically by X402, and then executes its workflow. And it is all settled in USDC on Arbitrum. And this is the demo. Wait, here you go.
If this is a video, I can't hear anything. Just by the way.
Oh, it has the audio. Okay, I will just. Can you hear my voice?
Yeah, I can hear you speaking. Yeah.
Okay, I'll just dictate. I'll just dictate what's happening in here.
Okay,
So
cool.
this is the Particle.
Minute left.
This is the Particle login. I'm just logging in with Google. This is my dashboard, and I've put some USDC in here. Here's the OpenFort wallet, agent wallet that is there, and we can set spending policies in here, and we can go to MCP integration. We can copy this command, and we can just go to Claude code and then paste it here. And MCP has been added, and I've started my Claude, and I've pasted this prompt where I'm building a manga fan website, which should have an image and video integrated in it. So what Claude will do is Claude will call the MCPs, call the relevant APIs for image generation and video generation, and it will pay because it has some balance over there, and then it will give me the final result as a website. So here's the final result. This is the image, this is the website, and this is the video that is generated. So you don't need to log into GPT, create account, or generate image, or log into Gemini to generate a video and all. So this is it. The future is not smart AI, it's autonomous AI. And Axon is building the execution layer that powers the next generation of AI. Thank you.
Nice. Sweet. Thank you very much. Okay, right. Couple more now. We've got Lunas, I don't think it's here. Vadik, who I've got your video for you. Let's do this.
Now, but you can't hand one your wallet. OneLink Pay gives it a card instead. That card is one signed mandate, a cap per charge per day in total. It routes across supported chains, can't overpay, and every payment is provable and revocable. X402 lets agents pay for APIs. We add the missing spending limit. Under the hood, login, settle USDC, improve every payment on chain. Ship it 3 ways: a hosted pay link, a server-side charge, or an X402 agent leash. First, try the firewall yourself. No wallet, no login. A signed demo caps the agent at 10 cents. We tell it to spend 50, 5 times over the cap. One press, and the real spend policy contract on Arbitrum reverts it. Not flagged, reverted. Nothing moves. No gas. Now the real thing. I sign in with Google, no seed phrase, and my own wallet is upgraded in place with EIP 7702. I never hand over the keys. I fund the card and arm the agent in one action. Behind it, Particle funds the card cross-chain from base to Arbitrum, and one link verifies the exact on-chain approval before the agent can spend a cent. Only after that check does the budget go live. I run the task with a safety test built in. It buys the 2 feeds it needs, then tries an overcap charge. That one is stopped before it settles. And none of this is our word for it. Each claim opens on a public block explorer, no account needed. Here's the card's funding, its base source leg, and the exact Arbitrum approval that armed the budget. Then the work itself. The first data feed is its own transaction, and the second separately verifiable. 2 real purchases you can open, and an overspend that produced nothing at all. The firewall and the live budget stay in view the whole run. The remaining cap, the merchant it's bound to, and the account behind it. For the engineers, the full trace opens up. Every X402 call, the mandate check, the on-chain settle, the blocked attempt, each line backed by a real transaction, and it holds every single time. I fire the overcap charge again and again, and the contract refuses it every time. This isn't a scripted animation. It's the same policy, enforced live. Then the kill switch, and it's mine, not the app's. I revoke, and on-chain the agent is disarmed. The next charge reverts. The mandate is revoked. No transaction, no gas. Even the cross-chain route is yours to check. One click opens Particle's own explorer. There's the finished activity, the base leg, the Arbitrum settlement, one universal account operation. The whole idea proven end-to-end, a budget, not a wallet, provable and revocable. Give your AI a card, not your wallet.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm live. That brings up one more final pitch. I know 2 more we'll give. Tim, you'll give you another go as well. Okay, this is every yield. David, I'm going to invite you up now. I'm running a bit over, so if you guys can make sure you're within the 3 minutes, that would be great. David, did you get that little notification? Hopefully, yeah, nice. No, it says you did. It says you're rejoining as a panelist, so should be all good. Okay, it doesn't seem to be working for you, David, for some reason. Tim, I'm going to invite you up. Okay, cool.
All right. Can you
okay, let's go again. Let's give this a go. Hopefully there's no chicken in the background. All right, let's go.
All right. This is Float, a social money app built on Particle Universal Account, where your money can live across chains, but using it feels like one account. It's live on Arbitrum 1 today. Crypto still makes people think about infrastructure before intent. Your money is scattered across networks, but when you want to pay someone, you shouldn't need to think about bridges, gas, or which chain they use. So Float gives that balance. 4 simple actions: send money, split something with friends, give someone limited spending authority with leash, or put money behind a commitment with pledge. 1 balance, 4 modes. This transaction is a core proof, and we created a fresh wallet with 0 hits. The user signed once and our relay paid, and the same address became an AIP770 universal account, which is currently verified on Abiscan. Particle is what makes that experience possible. Magic creates the wallet, Particle defines the account upgrade, and our relayer lands it. The user keeps the same address, and the account simply gains new capabilities. We are precise about what happens cross-chain currently. Funding comes from 6 chains into one Particle balance. The contract execution currently happens on Arbitrum 1, and the exposed boundary is being set instead of hiding it. Float also keeps working after you leave. Pledges expire automatically. Businesses are notified and sends reconcile without the app staying open. For settlement, we trust the chain. Submitting a transaction hash isn't enough. Float finds the actual transfer on chain, verifies it, and only then marks the payment as settled. The chain also drives the interface. When someone spends from a leash, the event is indexed and the owner's screen updates automatically without refreshing. We tested the deployed system across the contract, the authorization, API, security sessions, and the full browser flow without mocking any of the parts. We are still having few limits today. The contracts are unaudited but on minutes. USDC delivery is intentionally limited to 3 chains, and the magic OTP is still tested manually by hand, so you cannot do an end-to-end test via a script. All right. The bigger idea is simple. Everyone can receive a float link without being a crypto user. They open it, interact with money, and leave with a universal account. Every payment can onboard the next person. That is float. And the page is deployed live here on um, the web page also. That's all.
Awesome. Right. Daniel, I'll give you another go. Where are you? This might be our last one though, because we're running out of time. Okay, hello Daniel, do you want to unmute yourself? This will be our last one actually, because we need to do prizes and then we're sort of out of time. Daniel, all good? Unmute yourself. You're still on mute. And share your screen if you can. There you go, nice. Okay. Oh, we appear to have an owl now.
So,
okay, nice.
Can you hear me right now?
I can hear you now. I can hear you and the owl. If you just click on the X and click on the X so I disappear. Yeah, do that. Go full screen. And then whenever you're ready.
So basically, Pacts makes payments very simple.
Do you have a pet owl? Like, this is a genuine question. Do you have a pet owl?
No.
Okay.
Just external noise.
Okay. Go full screen and then we'll go again. Let's go.
Oh, okay. This is as far as I can go right now. So basically, Pacts make payments very simple, and we are here to turn recurring on-chain subscriptions into something people can actually use every day. So basically, recurring crypto payments should not feel like homework. So that means a simple renewal should not demand a chain, balance, token, and wallet checklist. So basically, Pact makes the merchant amount and everything visible before a subscriber authorizes anything, and the experiences feel like standard Web2 checkouts. So that means you sign in with Google powered by Magic, and automatically you assign the wallet, and it lets Pact handle the back end while you keep full control over subscriptions, or you can pause or revoke anyone. So basically, funds are scattered on chain across chains. So Pact uses universal accounts to give users a secure balance, a single balance behind the scenes. so they never have to worry about manual bridging flows. So the clear part is you connect, you sign in, then you select a plan, then a specific agreement is made so that even beyond payments, money cannot go out of the wallet beyond what is said before. Then why Pact handles the automatic billing to that same subscription you've already set. So basically, our one balance. So Pact presents one account to the users while supported networks do the heavy lifting behind the scenes. So EIP 7702 provides flexibility and Pact turn into a payment rule without physical boundaries. And it's directly better for the merchant because once you create a plan and you share a link with the user, so the flow is, let's say I'm a merchant now and I create a plan and I share it to a potential subscriber. So once the user clicks the link and Pact detect that okay, yes, this user doesn't have an account, and once the user signs it with Google, automatically creates a wallet for the user, and the user can send money from any chain to his or her Pact wallet and be able to pay for that service. So basically, this is just a quick demo. So I created a few plans, and there's a unified balance across multiple chains, across Base and Arbitrum. So you can create a plan easily and decide, okay, am I going to pay? Do I want to collect payment to USDT or ETH or week? Then you can set the billing cycle weekly, monthly, quarterly, or custom. Then basically setting. So that's just basically what Pact is all about.
Nice. Cool. Okay, that brings an end to all our pitches. Well done, everyone who managed to pitch without technical difficulties. That's possibly the most amount of birds I've ever experienced in one finale. I think we had a chicken, an owl, and then what sounded like a songbird in the back of that one. But yeah, alas, congratulations to everybody. Let's move on. Let me share my screen again, and then we can get on with some prizes. Okay, cool. So yeah, we had 8 tracks, over $7,000 in prizes. Let's move on to them now. So without further ado, Universal Accounts track, sorry. First place, we have Tap, who's got 1,500 USD, or actually, I think we're yet to confirm whether it's USD or Solana or how it's going to be sent out, but you'll get the money no matter what. Morva, James in second place. And then we have Rally in third place with $500. And then up next, let me see, what do we have before I announce it? Next up, we have the general track. So we have one winner for this, who's going to be winning $2,000. And this has been chosen as a single prize rather than 3, just due to the sort of amount and convolution of factors. But this has gone to Every Yield. So that was David, who didn't manage to pitch in the end, I don't think, but congratulations anyway to David. I know you're here in the chat, so well done to you for winning $2,000. And then up next after this, we have the first of the partner tracks. So we have Arbitrum. This is one singular prize again, and this is also going to be $2,000. Arbitrum will have the gold partners, and this is the Road to Open House London bounty. Open House London has actually already been now. We host that here at Encode, but there were a couple of shortlisted teams for this as well. But the winner was Axis, however you pronounce it, Henry. So well done for that. That's $2,000 there. And then we had a couple of runners up here, which were Float, Barring, I can't remember how to pronounce it again, and Zelt. Congratulations to you guys for being runners up here. But the prize has gone to Henry. And then after this, we now have the subtrack prizes. So we have Zero Dev. This was judged by the Zero Dev team, and it was the best use of smart routing addresses. We have 2 prizes here, $500 worth split between $300 and $200. Both teams found some good bugs in Zero Dev's SDK whilst building, and that feedback's all gone back to their engineering team. So they're very grateful for that. And that's the kind of thing that makes these sort of hackathons a bit exciting. So for this bounty, we have Lunas and Axie again. Henry coming back again with another prize. $300 and $200. Well done to Diva, who is here, I think, somewhere. And well done to Henry again. Okay, and then we are moving on now to the Magic Labs bounty. So this is another bonus challenge. This was $500. And this is one winner here. This goes to One Link. So well done to Kirill and Vadik, $500 there. We heard Vadik's presentation at the end as a little video, which I played. That was great. The widest, the most thoughtful use of Magic's embedded wallets there that we saw. So well done to you guys. Now we have our last prize here, which is Open Fort. This is a pair of AirPods, I believe. I think you'll be sent over an Amazon voucher to purchase these, or I mean, to be fair, you can purchase anything you like for the price of these AirPods, but the winner of that goes to Axon. So that is to Garvit. Well done for that. We'll be in touch with you about the prizes. So here we go. Here are the final winners. Congratulations to everybody. Let's get a bit of a round of applause in the chat with the reactions. Well done to all the finalists. Well done to everybody who won prizes in the end. I will be giving out certificates as well. They'll be live on the platform probably early next week, maybe. I'll do an announcement on the Discord, maybe today if I manage to get round to it, or Monday morning, announcing all the winners. I'll be in contact for you guys to collect all your wallet information, any other information I need to get these payouts processed to you. And then once the certificates are ready, you can head over to the platform page. You can download them as I think as a PNG, and then you can share them far and wide across social medias. Make sure you're tagging Particle Foundation. Make sure you're tagging Arbitrum Foundation, all the partners, Magic, Open Fort, Encode as well. It'd be great. And then we will engage where you guys share these. So congratulations to everyone. I think, Ethan, do you want to chime in and say a couple of words now?
Yeah, I'll keep it quick. First of all, thank you, everybody, for participating. I was glad that we were able to have so many submissions. And so, there was, I believe, over 70 projects ended up submitting in the end. And so for everybody that did submit, I appreciate you taking the time and working with SDK. And obviously, we also got a lot of great feedback from a lot of you guys that were working with the Universal Account SDK. And a lot of these products, you guys have done great jobs of showcasing, the kind of core value proposition that I think is missing from a lot of applications today, which is that kind of abstraction of the Rails. I think people have gotten very focused on things like AI and whatnot, and they've forgotten the central value prop of blockchain, which is great financial experiences. And so universal accounts really drive that through the complete and total abstraction of all of these underlying details. So I'm glad that you guys were able to utilize that well, and obviously build a lot of great products. I was able to go to a handful of your apps and try them over the last few weeks, and also I believe there's one of them that I Zelt, I believe it's called, that I just signed up to the waitlist for. And so I'm excited to see where you guys take these. And obviously, if you guys do go public and go on mainnet, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can reach out to me on Twitter at EthanFR, or you can reach out to me on Telegram at TabascoDev. I'll put that in the chat. And if you guys do go public, let me know. I'm happy to organize with our marketing team a post from our main Particle Network account that's highlighting you guys and your product and kind of giving you an initial boost for your growth. So thanks again, guys, for participating in the hackathon. Some really good products here, and I'm glad that you guys were able to take full advantage of the tech stack that we wanted to highlight.
Awesome. Sweet. Well, thank you, Ethan. Thank you, everyone. Thank you all our partners and everything, and everyone for participating. I look forward to seeing everyone sharing things on socials. And yeah, I will be in touch about payout and things like that. But thank you, guys. Check out what other programs we're running at Encode. We are running a couple of others. I think we're running a good one with ARC at the moment, and there's more coming up. So if you want to win more prizes, go and check out what programs we are running. And with that, that's the end of this. So thank you guys very much, and I will see you in the next. Bye-bye.